Maverick Indicators here. All right, Monday morning, 9:17. Market opens in about 13 minutes or less. So probably not going to take a trade until the market opens up. What I do want to show you guys though is because you can see we're between some zones. We get some. We're just rocking out on some gray candles. We really don't get into gray candles. Had a beautiful sell signal this morning at 7 a.m. and it just rocked down into this zone. Something that's going to be coming out in about 2 weeks now is the Maverick Gamma Pro. These are market maker, essentially gamma levels, dealer gamma levels that will be on your charts as early as 7 a.m. And these things are going to be game changers for many folks. This is where market makers most likely have to hedge their bets. And you can see how, there's some days where this is just so dang accurate. It's absolutely insane. And if you didn't have these dealer gamma levels on your charts, you wouldn't even know that like a level existed here. You can see we came down here. And then we literally stopped right at this dealer gamma level and we're bouncing. Just unbelievable. It's going to be pretty cool. These are actually SPX levels that are acclimated for your ES chart. So whether you're trading futures, like you're trading ES or NQ, they will be transposed onto your charts. You can also trade options with these because these are obviously SPX levels. You can pull up SPX. It's going to work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. I'll put the link in the description to sign up for the wait list. This also comes with 2 emails per day, a morning game plan, and and then a nightly recap of how the levels did. We're also going to include the Mag 7. So if you trade options, you'll get all those stocks. So whether it's NVIDIA or it's Microsoft or it's Tesla, you'll have all the levels there. It's just going to be a game changer. So come check it out. I'll put the link in the description for the Maverick Gamma Pro. I think even just the morning and the nightly emails, so many folks are going to learn so much. It's going to be awesome. But and it doesn't replace any of our Maverick indicators. They're all super important. We're going to use it all in concert. And you can just see how good this sell signal was earlier this morning, right into this zone, which we already knew was here. Okay, you're in market manipulation time, so you're going to see some changing in scores. So I'm going to come back to this. We're going to wait for the market to open most likely, and then we'll jump into a trade. Just wanted to show you the Maverick Gamma Pro and how insane these levels are, and how it just stopped right at these deals, because this is where the dealers most likely have to hedge their bets. So either price is going to break through and just fly down, or it's going to bounce. Very, very important levels. And then when we combine that with our Maverick zones and our zone scores, probability of price holding and breaking, and then our Maverick AI Pro coloring our candles, like a heat map, all 5 traders, what are they voting? They're all pretty bearish right now. Pretty awesome. So anyway, let's wait for the market to open, and we'll come back here and we'll take a look at how our Maverick indicators can guide us through our trades. All right, so what do we got here? We got less than a minute to open. And let's see here. And where are we up against? Oh, we're right up against this dealer hedging level, this gamma level right here. If we break through here, it wouldn't be surprising if we start heading to the downside. So that's pretty interesting. So let's see here. Oh yeah, and then you got a long ways to go, all the way down to this gamma flip level. So, woo doggy, do we have news today? Let's see here. Do we have news? Let me turn off my zones, turn on my news. Okay, so we have no news today. So that'll be interesting. No news today. And let me turn off the news. There we go. So this is why I don't get into this first candle right when the market opens. Look at this thing. It's going bananas. Everybody's piling in, and it looked like we're in a downtrend, but now you're starting to get some gray reversal candle popping in and out here, and we might head to the upside off the open here. So pretty interesting. We'll also take a look at CL and see what that's doing. All right, so we are breaking out here. I'm actually going to get into, let's see here, we're going to get into one contract of CL. I'm actually going to move over to CL. So CL, I'll walk you through why are we in this trade. Let me move this down to the middle of this zone, give it room. And once we start pumping, I'll actually add to this position. Okay, so let's walk through. Actually, I'm going to go with two of these guys. All right, so why are we in this trade? Well, super simple. First things first, we got to, oh yeah, I'm going to add one more and then I'm going to call it a day. So first things first, we got a green background. The Maverick AI Pro colors your background to who's in control, the bears or the bulls. And right now, the bulls are in control. We got a green background. Second thing is you have bright green candles. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. Okay. Hot pink is your strongest downside data candle. The Maverick, now this is 1 in the morning, but it's still coming down nicely. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. Let's go back to like a regular market day. Yeah, so this was Friday, today's Monday. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. How do I stay out of chop? Well, we don't get into gray candles. How do I stay out of chop? Don't get in to gray candles. The Maverick AI Pro, again, colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. You know, at the end of the afternoon on Friday, this thing just dumped. So, and you saw that because you had hot pink candles. All right, let's get back here. Let's get away from this middle of the night action. All right, beautiful. We are flying up here. All right, so we got a green background. The bulls are in control. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Sorry, I'm trying to show you my P&L here, okay? We have an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar down here. The Maverick Radar is going through a bunch of our indicators. Okay, see all these guys down here? It's going through a bunch of our indicators. By the way, all our indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. And the Maverick Radar is going through a bunch of our indicators and it's grading each one. And it's either going to tell you don't have a grade, you have a B setup, or you got an A+ setup. Well, that's a terrible A, but you see it. I'm drawing with my mouse. I'm also trying to pay attention to this trade here. It's pumping up pretty darn good. What did I tell you? If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Okay. We are pumping up with an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Okay. I don't want to take my finger off the, I want to keep showing you guys these indicators, but I don't want to take my finger off the close button. All right. Beautiful. Keep pumping. And you can see we're at the top of this zone here. We're pushing up. Okay. We are pushing up nicely up to the top of this zone. I need just a little bit more of a push. Then I'm going to hit this close button. And look exactly where we're stopping, right at the top of this zone that's auto-drawn by the Maverick zones. Okay. And it wants to get up over there. It's pushing. And then I'll explain more why we're in this trade and all this stuff. Right, 990 is close enough to $1,000 for me. All right, I'm not gonna try and hold out for $10 more. That's insanely stupid if I was gonna do that. Okay. Pigs eat, hogs get slaughtered, right? Don't get too greedy. Okay, so I just showed you 990. $900 trade right there, 990 bucks. Okay, now let's go through this again. You have a green background. The bulls are in control. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candles. We have an A+ setup on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. How many times have you gotten into a trade, you thought you were doing the right thing, you get stopped out, and then you're like, what the heck just happened? Let the Maverick Radar confirm if you really do have an A setup. And again, it'll tell you if you have no setup, a B setup, or an A+ setup. Now, I'm okay with getting into a B setup. I love me an A+ setup. If we have no setup, I don't even touch my mouse. Won't even touch my mouse, okay? All 5 traders up here, we didn't even get to that because that trade was just, I mean, took minutes. But all 5 traders, if you look right here, think of T1 through T5. They're traders, they're algorithms, but think of them as traders. They're all voting bullish. Imagine if I put you in the room with 5 other traders and they were giving you their vote across 6 time frames. And you can set these time frames to whatever you want. Would that give you confidence to go long if all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames? Again, all these indicators you're seeing right here work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. Maverick Trender has been pegged to the top since, oh gosh, here. What a move. Okay, the Maverick Trender, when this line gets, we call these flat tops, when this gets pegged to the top, it can't go any further. You get this uptrend label, okay? And see these flat tops? Flat top, whew, price went up. Flat top, price went up. Flat top, price went up. Okay? Flat top, price went up. And then red is to the downside. So there's some red trades here. Here you go. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Flat top, price came screaming down. Okay? Flat top, came down. Flat top, came flying down. Okay? So Maverick Trender, you'll never see it not on my charts, all right? Look at this thing. It just continues to pump. Again, if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Now, the last thing I'll show you guys is the Maverick Zones. The Maverick Zones is auto-drawing all our support and resistance zones. How cool is this? We no longer have to draw our support and resistance zones. And not only that, but look at this. See the size of this one compared to this kind of this much larger one down here. It's not just calculating where should the zone be, but how wide should it be? And then as price pushes near the zone, you get these what we call probability scores. And this is probability of price holding or breaking. And anything less than 90% is game for breaking. Anything greater than 90% is like a brick wall. And you can just see how awesome this is. I mean, look, this is a zone-to-zone game. This zone, look at this zone right here. See this zone right here? Okay, it's not colored in because price isn't near it. This was drawn like, oh gosh. I mean, way back on Friday, this zone was drawn. And look at, if you were trading earlier this morning, you knew this zone was here. Look, it got bounced right off, came up, bounced off, hit the Maverick guide, came back up, broke through, but couldn't make it through. Came back, hit the Maverick guide, this blue line. Then it came up and look at, we're popping through these zones, and you know you have a weak zone score. 44 is pretty weak. And look, price a lot of times likes to move away from where? Price likes to run away from your strongest zone. Where's your strongest zone? Right here, 73, 43, 56. This, folks, is clear vision. This is Edge. Again, all these indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. So pretty stinking cool stuff. And you just saw just about $1,000 trade example right there off the open. Pretty cool on CL. Okay, and look at this. What I just tell you, price likes to move away from your strongest zone. Look at this. This is insane. Oh my gosh, we'd be up 2,000 right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We got our trade in. So anyway, if you're looking for a little bit more edge on your chart, if you want a little bit more clear vision, again, congrats to all of you guys that passed evals. I just placed a crazy cool order this morning for stuff that we want to ship you guys when you pass an eval and you get funded. So we got a really cool program coming to you guys that when we want to celebrate with you when you pass an eval, like a prop firm eval, and you get a funded account. We want to ship you something. We got some really cool. I'm super pumped about this. So just hang tight. We'll post that in the forum in the WAP member group, and I'll put all the links for what we talked about this morning in the description in the video, so here on YouTube. So again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. We know that, but we would love to help you crush it. So come check us out. All right, MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.